Welcome back, everyone. It is good to see you on Wildcard Wednesday. Today, I am packing for a paddle trip. And so what's going on is I just finished a WFA. I got back 2 days ago, or I got back yesterday. I leave in 3 days for 4 days back at Assateague, where I'm going to create a bunch of content. This is the classic Wildcard Wednesday video. You never know what you're going to get. This is something we've done before. I've like invited you all in to sort of see how I pack for a trip. Last time I used the digital gear form. Today I decided to print it out so that you can like follow along and sort of see what I'm bringing, what I'm not bringing. Cut to the chase. Usually it's the same. There will be a handful of variations. So I got to grab gear out of the van, bring it in here, pack it up, because if I don't do it today, I am not going to have time. Let's go. Okay, I am going to bring gear in to pack it, even though a lot of it is already in the bag, by paddle gear specifically. I got a bunch of stuff here. I just picked up some fuel, some food. This stuff is going to come out of the van, go in there, get packed, come back out to the van. I know that sounds crazy, but comparing it to the list, making sure it's really in the bag is the only way I will sleep at night. Paddles, I am bringing my usual Werner Lendal combo, and there is the Lendal. That has really gotten scratched up. These I'm going to allow to stay out here, but I am going to put them both in one bag so that they are easy to grab. Kameno is how everyone told me this is pronounced. And it is, in fact, an island. That's how most people said it was pronounced, because there wasn't even agreement on that. Okay. Those can stay there. Let's get this gear list going. Okay, paddle and spare are done. PFD and all it carries. Make sure. Yes, that is good. Okay, I am bringing the dry suit. I am not sure if I am using the dry suit, but it's shoulder enough season that I'm bringing it with.
3 days later.
The rain has let up considerably, but the wind is delightful.
Spray skirts in there. Let's do these. Paddle float, short toe, long toe. I'm gonna bring long toe since there are 3 of us. Oh, I'll need it to tie up the boats anyway. Sungloves. I am not bringing pogies.
I think it's around 1.
But I am bringing sungloves, and those are going to go in my PFD. Land clothing, I need to do laundry. Okay, those are in the laundry. Let's move to shelter. But I need my other big duffel. Little duffels. Gonna need that. gonna need that. This is dry bags. That should have been in shelter. Something that I haven't built in here, I hadn't quite figured it out, but I think I figured out what I'm gonna do, is sleeping bags. I've got them sort of all over the place, which is not good. And I've decided they're gonna hang on this wall in their storage bags so that they're all in one place. Let's not, I was just about to say, let's see if we can find the hooks and do that now, but let's not get distracted. Oh, VHF went in there. I'm not sure my VHF radio works. I need to check it out. My friend Will, who's coming with us, I checked, he's bringing his VHF. We have cell service where we're going, but it's good to have one. So I'm gonna check off VHF radio. I'm gonna check off PLB, which is in there. My watch is always on my wrist. GPS is, all my nav stuff is upstairs, so we'll get that in a bit. But let's get this, let's get the shelter stuff in a duffel. Tent, REI Trail Hut 2. Very inexpensive tent, which is going to need to be replaced at some point, and I'm going to do a video about that process. That's coming. Tent and poles, sleeping pad, chair, pillow is going to get packed with other sleep stuff. I'm going to bring these 3 sand stakes. I'm going to bring 6 MSR groundhogs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As far as I'm concerned, that is the only tent stake to use. I'm gonna add in 1, 2, 3 of those. 6 will get me the 4 corners and the 2 vestibules. I'm gonna throw this little bit of guy line in here just for beep and giggles. These are very heavy steel stakes that come with a lot of tents. They're horrible. They're just horrible. I don't know why I keep them, so that every time I see them, I can remind you that they're horrible. This is my repair kit. This is a tent splint for splinting a broken tent pole. That's gonna go in here. Multi-tool is in here. Zip ties, boat repair, yeah. Lots of repair stuff in there. Miscellaneous, repair kit, multi-tool. Saw goes in here. Bilge pump goes in here. 4 days is 1 gallon per person per day. 1 gallon is 4 liters, 16 liters of water. We're gonna call it 14 liters of water. And I'm gonna grab my 10 liter and my 4 liter dromedary. Okay, so there's water. I prefer this one. I'm starting to. I really like it. I don't know why. It's gonna go in here, but it's the same 4 liters, so that counts. I will also have a couple of water bottles. I'll put that there. I am not bringing a water filter because there is no water to filter. Knife is always in my pocket. I am not bringing a footprint, but I've got a tent. I've got a sleeping pad. I am not bringing the small table because there are picnic tables. I've got a camp chair. I am not bringing a solar panel. Oh, multi-tool is on here twice. Let's check it off twice. Feel like I'm accomplishing things. We're not in bad shape. Okay, sleeping bag. Here are 2. This is the Zen Bivy setup. This is a older down setup. These are gonna hang right like that. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that'll be nice. Stay focused. It's not happening today. Okay, these are gonna go. This is my big clothing bag. Clothes, as I said, are in the washer, but that was rain pants, so that can get checked off. Let's get the list. Shell pants are in there. Okay, what have we got here? I need the sheet, which is that. I need the quilt, which is that. This is the pillowcase and the inflatable pillow. And these are all gonna go in this Zen Bivy. Ooh, 1 sock. That explains a lot. These are all gonna go in this Zen Bivy. Stuff sack, Sleeping bag. I don't think I'm bringing a tarp. but I'm going to check with Will if he thinks I should bring one. I'll also do a weather check just before. Well, let's double check that. I am not bringing an InReach because I don't own one. Okay, so I need a 5-liter bag for that. This is taper, dry for all camera stuff. In chart case. Those are loose. Those are loose. Those are loose. So, and then let's add a cockpit bag. Kitchen kit. That's going. That's going. That's going. That's going. Okay, kitchen kit. Gets one of those, a second knife. Fire starting kit. I'm going to add a torch to this. Fire starting kit. First aid kit. Fry pan. Kitchen tool kit. Spork bowl. Stove. Let's go in there. Okay, stove. Times 2. That is. Fuel 1. That's kitchen underneath here. That can get packed. Okay, I just test fired the stove. It is golden. I am bringing these 2 pots. I'm not sure if I'm bringing the big fry bake or not, which is another thing that I'm just realizing has to be added to that list. The pot options. Fry pan is on there, but fry bake times 2. Fuel does not go in the bags. It gets carried separately and packed separately. This can go in the bag. We now have 2 pots. We now have both stoves. That can go down there. Let's take at the list and see what else. We'll call that nesting pot set because I've got multiples. Nav stuff is upstairs. Power bank stuff is upstairs. Hygiene stuff still needs to be done. Torch is packed. Clothes are in the washer. But I think I'm okay. Just grabbed a bunch of stuff. Soap, that'll need to go in a smaller container, obviously. But sunscreen stuff and some Noon. Let's start a personal gear bag. Some stuff that I picked up this morning at REI. I picked up some more Noon. I picked up some Scratch Labs. Sunscreen can go in there. Face sunscreen and hand sani can go in there. I bought some baby wipes, which I don't normally do. I wanted to try this out after talking to Angie on the Poop in the Woods video. Seemed like a good idea, so I grabbed some wipes, right? That needs a Ziploc. This goes with cooking stuff, but let's mark some of those off. Sunscreen, dip cup, good. Part of my struggle, this one, is that gear is spread out more than I want it to because I've just done a couple of trips. So there was stuff left in the van from when we were in the Outer Banks. Then I did a WFA where I grabbed some more stuff, and now I'm trying to put it all back together, and that's why laundry needs to be done. I need to be better about things falling back into their places. And I've lived with these long enough not labeled. So I need to actually, I've got stencils, I need to actually label them so that they're ready to go. And I think that when I get back from Assateague, that will be a project, and I'm excited to do that. Let's grab insulated mugs so I've got it. Food is going to be a whole other thing, and that's going to happen, I think, on Saturday and Sunday. I am not thrilled with the foodstuffs I've been doing lately. It's seeming very repetitive, so I need to mix it up. And so two things are going to happen. The first is we're doing a freeze-dried food taste test. Let's leave it there. We're doing a freeze-dried food taste test. I'm also going to go to the supermarket with like a different mindset. I want some like simple combination options, some like ready-mades that I can just throw together in a pan. So we'll see how that goes. This will be a new one. This is my clothing bag. Okay, I'm gonna throw this in here because I was thinking that would be a good thing to have. And let's put much better. Much, much better. And then this will be food bag. Okay, insulated mug, sponge, soap. That's not down here, right? Nope. Okay, that needs to be added too. Amazing. Clothes are in the dryer. Those I probably won't pack until Saturday, till the day before, but that is everything else. I am not bringing a wool hat.
One eternity later.
It's really cold. It's like 35 degrees.
I will grab my rain hat, but that'll go in with clothes. And packing up cameras, and that's it. There are going to be some changes to this list. I'll do what I always do, which is if you've already bought it, if you email me, I'll just send you the new one. I'm going to go work on that later today. Food will get packed on Saturday. Clothing will get packed on Saturday. Other than that, everything else is ready to go. Okay. As you're viewing this, I will be 3 days into this trip. So let's hope I don't forget anything. All right. I'll see you outside.
Yeah.